Another episode of Two Old Dudes and Technology.
Awesome. All right, I got our trivia. First question is, when was the first iPhone introduced, and how much did it cost?
Wow.
I know, right? You want a hint?
96.
No, 10 years after that.
Really?
Yeah, 2007, June 29th of 2007. It came out, sold for 499 for the 4 GB model and 599 for the 8 GB model. And both models required a 2-year contract with AT&T, and it says formerly Singular, so it must have been Singular when it launched. I don't know what that would be about. And it had a 3.5-inch display and a 2 megapixel camera for whatever that means.
And we're just talking a smartphone,
Yeah, that's the first iPhone.
iPhone,
Yeah.
which could have been an Android or a BlackBerry or something
No,
other
no,
than.
because iPhone is just the iPhone. It has its own operating system.
Oh,
The iOS I think it's an iPhone operating system. iOS, yeah. Yeah. So Android works off of something else, another platform. And Android is it's kind of like, remember when the 8-track tapes, there was the Betamax, no, VHS. When first VHS tapes came out, there was the Betamax, and that was Sony. They had Beta, and then they had both licenses or both patents or whatever it was, and they had to release the other one, which is the one that was the VCR. And the difference, and all the commercial places, all the newspaper news, uh, TV news, and all them, they all use cameras that recorded on Betamax. And the difference was the VHS audio, like you had the strip, that you like when you think about a projector or whatever, and you have the little strip with the little holes on the side that would make it all go. Anyway, sound was one strip on the VHS, but on the Beta, the sound completely overlapped the entire width. So you had way more audio quality. And that's why they commercially went with it. But the Sony, if it was 500 bucks for a Sony, the other ones undercut them. And that's why VHS took over instead of Betamax.
right.
That's how that
So,
whole thing happened.
but one of those ironies, I guess. My dad had Secretariat's three races recorded on beta. He had them. He was there when they recorded them.
He had the quality. Yeah. So and that worked really good, but and then we got
Well, he
digital.
had not, he never did see them. He never had a beta player in his life. It was at Sears while he was working there.
Oh yeah, that's funny. That is funny. So the thing I wanted to show you. So can you see this on your screen? I think I have to share. Hold on. I think I got to share here. Let me share that and let me find. There it is. Okay. Oh, you moved, change sides. How cool. Can you see the video, the YouTube
I,
thing in the middle?
Not yet. There, I do.
Okay, awesome. So what I wanted to tell you was I was in here, and just to follow up for everybody, last episode we talked about a script for a video, and it was the soldier, PTSD, psilocybin. Anyway, so I did that script, and it's in here on the videos. I might have to make this a little bigger so you can see it actually. Hold on. Get this thing to won't expand. It's weird. There we go. All right. So I
And
was
what
in
what is this called? Is there an actual recognizable term for this format or this layout or
which part are you talking about?
well,
Us or the this?
yeah, TC Mac vids, and then with the 1214.
Yeah, I don't know what the 1214 thing is. That's the name of my YouTube channel. This is the one here. If I go over to switch account, that's where two old dudes and technology lives.
Okay, and really, I'm just talking about what the information that was displayed just now. That window. What is that? It's got the video, the woman's eyes
So
on the.
that's it. That's YouTube.
Oh, okay. So
I
it's just a YouTube page.
I'm in YouTube, and why is this not showing? Let's try. Let's see what's going on. It didn't come through. It's showing up on the top. Maybe it's just lagging. My computer's so slow.
So I had a burrito truck approach me today and offer me $100 a week to set unattached to my building in my parking lot. $100 a week.
What are you gonna do? You gonna do it?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, right?
Yep. We're talking $400 a month that, I take Robin out to dinner maybe every 2 weeks,
So
if
there you
that.
go. That'll cover it.
Yep.
Well, not only that, but you'll probably get a good deal on lunch.
They're actually going to set up at 4:30 in the morning and stay there till 8:30 in the morning. And we open at 9,
Oh,
so they
wow.
won't even we won't even see them except for the garbage that will probably be left by their customers, and that'll be reconciled at the second handover of cash.
Right, right, exactly. All right. Well, I don't know why ours isn't opening. It's here, but let me go back. I'm gonna go back and put this back on. Oh, there it is. All right. So this one's ours.
Okay,
The
so
this is
and that's still a YouTube page,
this is
right?
a YouTube page. Yeah, you ever go in here on
No,
YouTube
but
and look?
I just I got a prompt in my the emails that you send me. I can hit that and watch the videos.
Yeah,
I would imagine that's through YouTube though, right?
yeah, it's still hosted by YouTube. Yeah, this is just having a hard time tra going back over. I don't know. Oh, let me do this. Let me refresh. Maybe that'll do it. We'll see what happens. Because nope, that's weird. Anyway, there's our friend technology not doing making any sense. Because I put it on to this page. I switched the account. I went to the vids. It shows it's in there. That got the check mark. It might just be taking it a while to get there. I don't know. Yeah, it just keeps thinking and it doesn't update. Because anyway, I need to get back onto the playlist. Come on, I wanted to show you because this is what happened last night. I'm sitting at home and I'm just messing around, looking at that's Rio. I'm just messing around trying to get this to go. Why is this not working? How weird. Sometimes I just don't get it. Let me save it again. So I was just looking at the videos trying to figure out why do some have better retention or whatever, or more people viewing it. View their oh, I bet that's the button. There we go. Okay, let me bring it back down. Okay. So anyway, so I'm in here, I'm in the videos, I'm messing around, and it's on latest. So it's got all these ones, that I've been doing, all these series of love, all my novellas. And then I saw, oh, popular. I wonder which one is the more popular. So I click on it, and the one that's more popular is the one by Kai 10 years ago. My 8-year-old. So I open it and I start watching it. And now, can you hear this?
No, I hear you, but
I don't know how to share the audio with you. No, that's not going to do it. And it kind of ruins the whole point because he's got this little 8-year-old voice and he's doing this singing and stuff. And I watch it all the way in and I get about 2.5 minutes or so in, and it has a part. How can I share the audio? And he he does he's sitting here, uh I'm watching the video, and all of a sudden he has this character show up, the one that comes up right in a second, right here. And he goes, "Oh, Percy, Percy, what the fuck are you doing here?" And I go, "Oh my God, I can't believe it."
And
So
how old
this
was he?
8. So I say to him today, I go, "Hey, busted, I was watching your video and everything." He goes, "Oh, I say fudge." And I'm like, "No, you don't." He goes, "Yeah, you got to listen to it." So I listened to it, and he said, "Hi, Percy, what the fudge are you doing here?" Which is almost worse. I mean, it's like he knew what fuck meant, and he wasn't allowed to use it. So yeah, so I don't know how. I'll be really curious when I publish this. I'm sure it'll have audio because I've got it recorded in 2 places. So I'm not sure. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because it's funny, we talk about technology, and a lot of technology is so fleeting, and yet here's this thing he did 10 years ago and he's still busted. Percy, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing here? So anyway, I thought it would be a good subject for us to kind of laugh about.
Well, the kind of Mr. Bill animation style, the uh, fixed figures turned in different possessions or positions.
Yeah. And that's basically all I ever do with the videos I'm making. They're all image, they're still images. So my next project I'm thinking of trying to go into is I was thinking doing like California history, like the gold rush and stuff, but then and I can use the images and then, just pull up some Google Docs on some history because I thought I could start with the uh, Padres, the Catholic Church, settle in all the missions all through California.
Have you ever toured any of those? I mean, actually purposely sought out the one down by whatever.
I've been to 2 of them. The one at San Juan Capistrano, because that's where the swallows always returned. And we went there and found out that the swallows don't return anymore.
They come to my porch every year. I have to
Maybe,
shoo them off. They make nests up in near the eaves of my house.
yeah. Are they the ones, do they make the little mud nest, right?
Yeah, and they're cute and everything until there's five little babies with their butts hanging out of it, shitting down on the wall of your
Yeah.
house. They just become filthy. And I mean, if they're
Yeah.
in a barn, they add to the whole natural dynamic, but
When I
not
was
on a
in,
red brick.
yeah, no, when I was in Tahoe, there was a bunch of them on the theater, and whoever owned the theater took a pressure washer to them and cleared it all out. And there was some heavy fines because they're protected, or
Wow.
I don't know what they are, but yeah, you can't just, do that shit. So
Well, and to think that they more than likely ran him out of business because they're not being able to keep the swallows off of his screen.
yeah, well, I think it was outside, but it does, I don't know. But it's kind of crazy, that they're a protected entity.
Right.
But anyway, the other mission I've been to was in San Jose, somewhere in that area. We went to one there. And the one in San Juan Capistrano, I just went around the outside, didn't really go on inside. The other one, I went inside, and like all the doorways hit me right here at my eyebrows because they were a bunch of short little dudes. They didn't need a 6-foot doorway; they needed 5'8", and they didn't
Yeah.
even have to duck then. And the other thing was the stone steps. how they were actually worn from the foot traffic going up and down stairs and stuff like that. They've been around for so freaking long. I mean,
400 or 500 years, wouldn't it
yeah,
be?
yeah. So I was thinking I could do something on that. I could do the Russians coming and killing all the otters. That was a big part of like Fort Ross, up above San Francisco, north of San Francisco.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of thinking. And then I could go into the gold rush, and the gold rush itself is like, there's so much material
Just
there.
basically telling the same stories, same presentation, but just doing a historical tour.
Yeah.
Cool.
And with that, I'm thinking I could do the um, links to, here's the product here if you want an encyclopedia or you want to go on a tour of the gold fields. Here's a place you can, and any of those things that people sign up for off of the site, I get some kind of commission. And I don't know how that all works. And I kind of want to explore that and see if there's actually, you know, some monetary reward. I don't know.
And below, you'll see a link to their gift shop.
Exactly, right? If I get 10%, buy away. Of course, I only have four followers. It's going to take a while.
And you'll notice I wear a different color hat every day.
Yeah, I may manage to have a different colored shirt for a change. I usually have a red one, I think. So,
We're not making a lot of money, but we're taking it out in trade, and I have a fine hat collection.
yeah, I think my the next thing would be upgrade of computing ability because it sure does seem to be slow.
What did you say? $4,600 was the full setup. What do you figure that just the computer that you would need?
Oh, the one I saw on Let's Make It not Let's Make a Deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, Let's Make a Deal.
yeah.
Yeah, they had it was $4,600 I think for the
That was
full
that was with the
podcast.
chair and the table and yeah, the
The
headphones, the
nice
mic.
microphone, all that stuff. Yeah.
But if it really is a realizable ambition, objective, whatever, then we're going to have to commit to it eventually anyway.
Oh, I know. Absolutely. And I
So,
love doing it, just better than sitting around watching television.
wow, creating creating
Right.
television.
Yeah.
So
So
are you are I haven't noticed, are you using any AI disclaimer?
no.
Because you know not all of them, and maybe not even a majority of the videos at the dogs uh, are AI produced or and it's basically the same thing, man. They're feeding some specifics into the machine, and it's writing out a story. And
Well,
Robin
no,
Robin
go ahead.
has used more than one time. Robin has sent letters to companies that she does business with. And instead of it being all furious, she feeds it into the AI and it sends her back a gentler, more positive, suggestive
Yeah.
effort. I
Yeah.
mean, and it's strictly AI. It takes very little of what she puts in and conveys that thought with without completely overhauling it. But
Well, it's so prevalent in everything now, the the AI that when I see videos, my first thought is it's AI. This is not real. If especially if it's anything that's kind of really cool or unusual, I'm like, oh yeah, that's bullshit.
turtles on a trampoline.
The
That
dogs
looks
where
so real.
the little dogs will wear like a mask and walk up to the other dog and then scare it, and the dog will jump up and down and stuff. And that's all bullshit. All those are AI.
I watched the where they sink 3 or 4 containers into a side of a hill and then develop it and put grass over it and make it back part of the hill and I've actually I got some not totally unexpected, but it's still bad news nonetheless. I'm into paying the note on the building off to the tune of close to 600,000, and I still owe 100, almost 200,000, I think. And I may not be 600. Let's see.
Are you talking about the one in Oklahoma or the one in you
Yeah,
sold
the one.
it?
So anyway, a guy came by with his partner and toured my building. They called me today and told me they'll give me 500,000. Well, that's I had it in my mind. It's 800,000, or I wouldn't have been paying $5,200 a month. I mean, out my yin yang
Right.
uh, to try and recover this building. So, what I've really decided to do is I've got to stay in the real estate business and puts. And again, I got a $5,200 a month payment on the building, and I need to put between 75 and $150,000 into the interior, dismantling what Philip built and separating the buildings that my dad had made into one for marking products and Marpro label to operate under. So
And that's kind of the same thing you had to do the one in Sacramento. You had to pay to take out all the stuff somebody else had put in
yeah,
it.
yeah. In addition to the cost of what they did, they demolished four warehouses and office spaces, and left me with that. It's been, it was a huge mistake thinking that I had any ability to try and salvage this business. Everything that could have possibly gone wrong did go wrong. And anyway,
Well, it was the nature of the beast. You got caught at the very end of the
right.
print world, you know? We've moved on from print. Everything's electronic now.
So my not email, my Facebook algorithms have got two different marijuana companies sending me advertisements and soliciting my cannabis business. No card, no nothing needed, no prescription. And they're selling Acapulco Gold and Panama Red.
How did they
And
not have a card? I thought it was only medicinal in Oklahoma.
I have no idea,
Are they
but
doing that thing like the ones that do it? Uh, it's not the right spectrum, or there's a workaround that they're
they're
doing.
they're calling it flour. It's not, but and I don't know what they're doing. I've Vincent's got a friend who buys his weed recently through the internet. And I asked him, and he basically said just what we're talking, that no card, no prescription needed.
And
And
it's good quality product that he gets.
yeah, I mean, they're advertising like 20, and I don't know if it's an ounce rolled into pre rolls that they're selling shake off of the Acapulco Gold,
Yeah.
but they show in a jar that how gold it is, and it's not something there during the advertisement. It's not just advertisement, not just uh, media, but it's really what you think it is. It'll so and anyway, I'm still very careful and completely I'm afraid of it giving the internet any information about me and my credit. I've not bought anything personally over the internet. Robin does, Vincent does, Bob does, but I'm just afraid that I'm going to make the mistake and expose everything, which,
Right.
I'm so deep in a hole that all they would find is grief. But But
That's what I'm always saying. I'm like, I'm really not worried about somebody stealing my identity. What are they going to take on all my debt? Good luck. Have fun with that. Hope it brings
no
you as much
doubt.
joy as it did me. But anyway, I just opened up the Spin Agri because I had a Spin Agri channel,
Yeah.
10 videos, one subscriber. Um, but here's the spraying of the insulation on the inside of the building. I shot a guy inside, as we were full on prep.
And he just bailed on it.
Yeah. And took the air conditioners off the roof and absconded with the goods. But yeah, I had a few, we won the best. What was our best award? We won the best of, I don't know, best of something.
At
We
the
didn't even
state
have a
fair.
we didn't even have a product yet. And I was already getting us blue ribbons, baby. We were on our way to the top. That's what um what's the vodka with the really pretty bottle? Um
Gray Goose or
yes, yeah. Um th they got an award. They won an award someplace, a taste test, because most people really didn't think their vodka tasted very good. But they won it, they entered enough contests, they won the state fair award, whatever it is. How do I turn this stupid thing off? And I don't know. Anyway, so
do you
they
drink
they
vodka?
they leveraged that and just told everybody they were the best because they won that award over and over and over and
Oh
over and
yeah.
just reiterated it and reiterated award-winning vodka. And then they made the real pretty bottle and everything. And it's just a marketing product and it worked. They went right to the top. They were the one everybody asked for in all the bars. I want some Grey Goose and all that. And it works, just
So
bullshit your way to
are
the
you a
top.
vodka drinker?
Um, well,
And if
yeah,
so, do you drink it with anything but juice?
if I drink my first forays into vodka was a lot of um, kamikazes.
Oh, all right.
Used to do those, and but I'll drink it, yeah, with juice usually.
So
I think
is that generally your go-to cocktail if you were to be out about and having dinner and or do you ever mess with it really?
I would probably have a whiskey and Diet
Oh,
Coke. Probably. I don't know. I don't really rum, okay, whatever. I
so
don't really
I'm
care.
into the sweet and sour or Seven Up or ginger ale. I'm not really a cola, and I don't. There's moments when if you had somebody that's really in the know and has got a bottle of Myers rum with some pineapple juice,
Yeah.
if you're having some barbecue chicken and just want a desserty, I don't even drink anymore. I haven't had any alcohol in probably 2 months.
Yeah, I have a little bit. Like I have a can right here. This will be the whole night. This will be Friday night.
So what is that? A malt drink?
Um, Contains alcohol. Yes, malt beverage. 8% alcohol.
So
But
it's
I'll
it's it's about the strength of a bottle of wine. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, probably.
beer's 4.8% generally, unless you're drinking a Guinness or something.
Or one of yeah, some really um a craft brewery that'll pump out at 10% or something. There's a few of those, but
Did you ever party with Chip Groover?
no, I don't
I
think
I
so.
kind of met him through um court no his mom worked out at or was at the Air Force Base. Never mind. Anyway, uh
Oh, at
Chip,
McClellan?
no, Mather, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what
Go away. Go start your own podcast. Leave me alone. We're
What a
entertaining throngs of people here. Knock it off.
cats.
The dog.
Oh, what do you took one of your dogs with you?
I got them both here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I always bring them over here. Uh-oh. What's Ray? Oh.
So
My grandson wanted to call me at 6 o'clock this morning, and my daughter had to stop him. Yeah, that's my man. Trying to get hold of grandpa.
hit the links early, huh?
Yeah, you got a baby shower going on this weekend, huh? Down in
Austin.
Austin?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that a girl or a boy?
A girl.
Yeah. Nice. What's the due date?
Kind of Memorial Day-ish.
Oh, okay. Early summer, or not, maybe not quite summer, late spring.
Yeah. NBA playoff time. Our finals.
You
Finals
owe
time.
me. Well, if I lived in Oklahoma City, I'd be focused on that. You get the play-ins tonight, Warriors and the Suns. So you get the winner. Yeah, what a
Yeah.
reward. What a reward. You win your play-in game. Now you get to fly to Oklahoma City and get your ass kicked.
Literally.
Like
Don't mess
twice, 2 days in a row or two
don't
games in
mess
a
with
row.
Lou Dort.
God. Yeah. Um, you see anybody being able to knock him off legit? Is it only what's the dude out west, right?
Wimbayama and the Spurs.
You think the Spurs are they better than the Nuggets?
I I'm I speak and think and bet with my heart. I mean, I really am a homer, and I am blinded by the fact that two of the three uh, wins, they I think they beat them 4 out of 5 times, either that or 3 out of 4 times, because they played in the tournament also. One of the games was the early season tournament
Oh
game.
yeah, the NBA Cup or whatever they call it.
But either 2 or 3 times they scheduled the Spurs on a back-to-back night. They were the second night in 3 of the games for the Thunder. So the Thunder were tired. And granted, they ran the Thunder off the court, but it was neither time were both of the big men on the floor. So we operate a pretty efficient too big system with Holmgren and Hartenstein. So I think that well, the beautiful thing is the Spurs will have to go through the Nuggets to get to Oklahoma City. That's the story.
Oh yeah, 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 and that's going to be a tough matchup.
They're talking that that'll be the best series of the season of
I
the
would think
playoffs.
so because those two teams are very equal. Because
Well,
Wembanyama's a freak, but so is the Joker. They're just
yeah.
different kinds of freaks. Oh shit! My dogs are knocking my house down.
What do you got to do to handle that?
I got to get up out of my chair, everything like that, defy gravity. You idiots! Get, go, run away, run away, find a new place to live. Don't bother me anymore. All right. We are down to 3.5 minutes to go. So maybe this episode will actually sign off instead of having it just roll away and cut us off.
Could be a coming sign.
We've been pretty bad about not getting done in time. Um,
Well,
so anyway,
really,
no,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. No,
No, no.
I was just because I had YouTube open, I was just gonna remind everybody, I'll put a link in to the videos that I've been doing. And if anybody wants to watch, I'd appreciate it. They're little novellas. Um, I'm working on one tonight. It's Don and I, when we met, I was modeling for the casino for the ad. I was like the guy stood in the background with a drink and the cute girls were up front. And when I met her, I was like, she's like, "What are you doing?" I was modeling.
So she was a customer and you were in a part of the casino doing this commercial?
So I did the commercial and it got done and I was leaving. And as I was leaving, she was riding the escalator up. And I saw her and I walked out the door and I'm like, where are you going? You got nothing else in your life. You might as well go see who that chick was, you know? So I came back in and went up and sat by her and then we were sitting there. There was a guy sitting between us and then he got up and left. And
Is
and
that
so
at the
she,
bar?
yeah, sitting at the bar. And so she looks over, she goes, "So, single?" So that's the name of my video. So, single?
Excellent.
So that'll be the next one. Yeah,
Robin
maybe
was Robin was in a waitress parade that they came by the table that me and Dave and Mark Griner were sitting at having dinner at uh Cattleman's over on Folsom Boulevard.
yeah, and that's how you met her.
Yep. And then well, we there was a really good band playing over at Rudy's. So we went over to Rudy's after our dinner, and Robin and her girlfriend Pam were already there. So they were sitting at the bar, and we went on into the back because Rudy's had that big dance floor in the back of the.
Never been in the place.
You ought to check it out. I don't know if they have survived, but they
They're
had a
still
pretty
there. The lobster place, right?
lobster place. Yep. Absolutely. In fact, if Robin and I ever show up in California or in Sacramento together, I'm going to take her to Rudy's for lobster.
I want to come. We'll bring Dawn and we'll have a little night out.
Right on.
We could have some fun. All right, we got a minute to go. Let's sign out.
All right. Well, it's been a joy as always. There's always a lesson in it, and I'm hopeful that someday I'll have more than just my iPhone to operate with.
Hey, you know, whatever it takes, right? That's technology. We're doing our best. That's what we do. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Good night, Tom.
Good night.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Mary Ellen. How do I stop this thing? Hold on. I don't know how to turn it off.